Hello everyone, happy Monday and happy Bookmas Day 12. So today and actually for this week, I'm going to be doing an unwrapping reading vlog. Last year and loved it, so I definitely had to bring it back again. So I have all of the books that are wrapped right here. My boyfriend, essentially, he was like looking at what I had. Basically, we made it so he can pick anything that he wants as long as I haven't read it, and the only other criteria I gave was 2 Christmas books, and I tried not to spoil myself at all, so like I have no idea what's in here, and I asked him why he chose the books that he did, if he had a reasoning, and he just said it was just a feeling, so whatever that means. But I think this is going to be a lot of fun. I do have like a ton to do. I'm trying to get ahead on editing and like get caught up with Bookmas stuff. Not that I'm behind, but just I have a lot to do. But I am currently listening to an audiobook from like my last reading vlog, so I'm listening to There's Something About Mary by Cody Hall, and I do plan on finishing with that one, but I am going to unwrap another book now, and that will be whatever, like I'm hoping that it will be a book that I have an audiobook for, so it will be my next listen. As far as what I'm physically reading though, I'm still reading Just Like Magic by Sarah Hogel, also from that last vlog, and I would like to finish with this one. I just honestly haven't had a lot of time to sit down and do any physical reading, so I'm gonna take some audiobook time now, but I'm going to pick a book to unwrap. All the wrapping paper is so cute. We've got little gnomes on here. This one has a weenie, but like he wrapped it in a way where you can't really see the weenie, but there is a weenie on there. We've got some fun snowmen. I just love wrapping paper. I think it's so cute. We have Santa. It's also so shiny. This one is like a different material, but it is a fun holly. I like how I'm literally doing like a wrapping paper haul. We've got some nice like polar bears, and then I'm gonna open this one because it kind of feels, well, it's actually quite big, but it feels the most flimsy. Like the bottom here is kind of coming off. He did a really good job with wrapping though. I much appreciate him doing this because he actually just got his 4th COVID vaccine yesterday, so he's not feeling great today, but he still took the time to wrap all of these, so much thanks, much appreciation for him. But we've got our poinsettia one here, and this is the one that I'm going to open. It's definitely a hardcover. I have no idea, like I have no idea what he would go for. That's why I think this is a lot of fun. So let's see what we have. Oh, interesting. Okay, this is one that I actually am really excited for. So we have The Rumor Game by Danielle Clayton and Sona Chairai-Potra. I kind of thought that he might not venture to the other side of the room, the shelves over there, because it would seem like a lot of work. Very interesting. So I'm going to, I think I have the audiobook for this one. I'm gonna dive into this one when I'm done with my current listen. Hello everyone, happy Tuesday. So I have started, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. Just ignore how I look. I am in my like editing chic. I wanted to get dressed so that I felt like a productive human, but I didn't actually, like I'm not leaving the house and I'm just gonna be sitting here editing for ages. That's the look right now, so it's definitely a look, if you will. But I finished with my previous audiobook, so I have started with The Rumor Game by Danielle Clayton and Sona Chairai-Potra, which if you, well, you remember from yesterday because it was literally like 2 seconds ago for you, but that is the first book that I unwrapped that my boyfriend had decided I was going to read. So I finished with There's Something About Mary by Cody Hall yesterday, which was a Christmassy read by the same author of Nick and Noel's Christmas Playlist, and I didn't like it as much as Nick and Noel, but it was cute. Like she definitely writes really fun Christmassy reads, and I have a fun time like listening to the audiobooks. There's actually one that is about holly, so it's all like set in this town called Mistletoe, so you know, you get the vibes there, but it has followed it's followed Noel first. Now we have Mary, which is spelled M-E-R-R-Y, I believe. I only listened to the audiobook, so I don't like actually know, but that's how it's written on the cover, so I'm kind of just assuming. And then the sister is Holly, and the next book is focusing on Holly. I'm not sure if it's like actually a full-fledged novel or if it's just like a novella. I'm assuming that it's actually a full novel, but the reason I say that is because There's Something About Mary just came out, but this audiobook is like already out, so I'm just kind of confused. But anyways, I don't know if I will get to that this Christmas season because I'm trying to get to like all of these wrapped books. I had my boyfriend wrap 7 books because I've been reading and listening to audiobooks like crazy lately, but now I haven't been doing as much because I've been like editing and everything. So that's why I'm trying to like smash stuff out really quickly so then I can get back to reading and actually spend a lot of time on that. So yeah, I have been up since 5:30 editing. Yesterday I did the same thing. I edited from 5:30 until I had dance class at like 8:30, and then I came back from dance class at around 9:30 and I edited until I think it was 11. Finally went to bed at 1 in the morning. It's been a lot. I really am having fun with things though. Like, I'm not complaining. It's just I'm kind of like, I feel like I bit off more than I can chew. But at the same time, I'm enjoying like experimenting with the editing and stuff. So I'm like, well, we're just gonna keep going. So today's plan is literally just to edit and then plan some videos so then tomorrow I can film. But I would also like to take some time to like do some things where I can listen to the audiobook. So for example, my first like round of edits is something where I can listen to an audiobook, so I'm probably going to do quite a bit of that. And then I'm working on like making my kind of Amazon storefront with all of my favorite books and everything, so I can listen to an audiobook while doing that. And then also when I'm making like my thumbnails and everything and scheduling the videos, like uploading it, getting all of that ready to go. So I do have a lot of listening opportunities, as much as it might seem like I don't really. I do have quite a bit of time to listen to things, but I wanted to grab the book so then you're not just staring at my face. So The Rumor Game is definitely an interesting story. It kind of can be like a little bit triggering at times because it's talking about, like, I knew going into it that it was a kind of high school drama thing, but to the extreme. And I didn't realize that one of the main characters, she has just lost a bunch of weight, and it's like talking about that a little bit, so that can kind of be a little bit triggering for me, but not to the point where like I'm going to put it down. I am still going to continue listening to it. I am not very far in at all. I have like 10 hours left in the audiobook, so not very far, but I'm hoping this is kind of going to be like Tiny Pretty Things, because I really liked that one and it was by these same authors and kind of similar, but like a ballet school. This one is set at a school where DC's elite go, like the children of DC's elite, obviously. I should hope that like DC's elite aren't in high school, but maybe they're, I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to finish up with the video I was editing and then maybe take some time while that is uploading to listen to a little bit of this and do some other stuff. Multitasking and speed, that's the name of the game.
Hey, gingerbread man, where's your Christmas spirit? I would like to see you dancing, come on. Take a first step. Our love is gifted for you to help you through the river. I know you went through a lot, but why not take a second shot?
Good morning. Obviously, I just showered. I have been working this morning. As you guys saw, I was working all day, then all night, and then all morning, and I feel like I'm in a good spot with things now. But I have the last few videos to film today and tomorrow, so I just showered so then I can get ready for that. But I actually ended up DNFing The Rumor Game. I was pretty far into it, but it got to a point where something happened that was too triggering for me personally, so I ended up deciding to put this down because it didn't seem worth it. But I think it was like a solid read. I just wanted to unwrap another book so then I can see what I'm going to be reading next. And I don't really know like how I should pick. I don't know if I should just kind of go down the pile. I guess I'll pick something, because that audiobook was kind of taking me a long time. So I think I'm going to pick something that seems like it might be a little bit shorter. So my boyfriend did a very good job with wrapping this one. I'm quite impressed. I think I'm going to go with this one though, in the little gnome packaging. So let's see what we have here. Aha! So we have a Christmassy read. We have Duke Actually by Jenny Holiday, which I know is actually a sequel, which I was unaware of, but it's like companions. You don't have to read all of them. So I am going to start listening to this one. I know it seems like I don't leave this office, but honestly, I really don't. I have been working in here and filming and editing like endlessly. So this is just where I exist. But I wanted to give you guys a little update because I am almost finished with this one. I have probably about an hour left and I'm really liking it. I at first kind of had like neutral feelings toward it, but I'm definitely starting to really like love the story. I knew not much about it. I knew that it was technically a second book, but it's like a royal wedding between the characters of the first book. And now we have the Duke. He is the best. No, he's not the best man. She's the best woman. And it's kind of like gender swap. She's the best woman and he is the man of honor. And they have started this friendship. So you're kind of getting to see them become friends and then getting to see them like realize that it's something more. So it's friends to lovers, but you also get to see that friendship develop. So it's kind of different than any of the friends to lovers stories that I've read before. And as much as it's a Christmas read, it's not really a Christmas read, to be entirely honest. It like starts at Christmas, but that is like essentially the Christmas part of it. So I think this is like a year-round solid book to read. But anyways, I am going to finish up with some editing and stuff, and I'm doing like a round of edits where I can listen to the audiobook, so I'm gonna try and finish with that. I finished with my book. So I finished with Duke actually, which was super cute. I ended up liking this one a lot in the end. I thought it was very sweet. And then when it was steamy, like it was really steamy. I'm definitely going to have to actually oh, I didn't actually realize that this is a Canadian author, but I'm gonna have to read the first book by this author. And then there's another one that came out this year. So I'm gonna have to read that in like coming Bookmases. But yeah, this was super sweet and definitely like just what I was needing. Now I'm gonna unwrap another book. We have 4 left here. Nope, that's definitely 5. I just can't count. What do I want? Maybe I'll just kind of make my way down the pile, but I also don't really want another Christmas read. I'm hoping to not get another Christmas read, and the Christmas reads would be paperback. So I'm gonna go with this one because this is a hardcover. What is it though? I don't know. I really don't know. I haven't like looked at my shelves or anything to see what's missing. I don't know what we have here. Well, I guess we shall see. Oh, okay, exciting. An Arrow to the Moon by Emily X.R. Pan. This is a new book by an author that I have loved, and I actually included it in my video about new releases that I haven't gotten the chance to get to yet, but really would like to. So super excited to be diving into this one. This was a very good pick. Now we actually have 4 books left. Now I can count. I need to go and eat dinner though, actually. I am sitting here again. I'm always sitting here. I literally told you that. I swear, not lying. I literally am always sitting here. But good morning, everyone, and happy, what day is it? Thursday. I'm on my 2nd cup of coffee today because I have been up since 4:30 this morning working, but I'm feeling so good about things still. I know it seems I really have been working all the time, but I'm in very good spirits about it because I have been having so much fun with things. And I was just planning out some of the last Bookmas videos that I'm going to be filming in like the next couple or few days. And I just felt so good about like the books that are coming out and everything. And I'm also really loving An Arrow to the Moon. I'm not exactly sure how far I am into the audiobook, but I think I'm actually quite far, and I love her writing. I forgot how much I loved her writing. It's just incredible. So I have 2 hours and 10 minutes left in this audiobook, and maybe I'll be able to finish it today. It's Romeo and Juliet mixed with Chinese mythology, but it also like it's kind of like a moon goddess thing. It's a contemporary with some magical elements, and it very much reads like a contemporary with some like mysterious magical elements that I'm trying to figure out what is going on. But I'm just loving this one so much. Like very, very glad that I am enjoying it so much since I loved the first book by this author so much. Oh, just thrilled. I'm just thrilled with like the things that I'm reading, having fun with everything. And yeah, that's why I'm feeling great about things. So I am just about to start work and like actual work, and I'm going to hopefully be doing some filming on my lunch break. That is the plan right now. I have a meeting where I'm just like listening in. So I'm going to actually get ready when I'm in that meeting, and then I will actually get to the filming and everything later. I feel like I'm also always in pajamas. Like I have a vibe right now. I am actually, one of the videos that I'm going to film today is my Christmas book haul, which I'm very excited about because I decided to do it as an unboxing this year. I think that is going to be so much fun because I don't remember what books I have, so I'll just be kind of like finding out what I have in there alongside you guys, which is going to be a great time. But I think I'm going to film that in front of my Christmas tree downstairs, which I've done in years past. I think I'm going to like get the energy to bring some of my filming equipment downstairs to do that. And I'm also going to film it wearing pajamas because that just sounds ideal. So that's going to be just so much fun. I did actually want to do kind of a little reaction to the Goodreads choice winners for this year though. They announced them this morning and I was curious what won. I don't really know how to film this since this is like a vlog style video and I don't really want to record my screen, but I have the winners here. So Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow won for fiction, which isn't really all that surprising. I did vote for Tomorrow and Tomorrow. Wow, I didn't even know that. I think that's because I hadn't really read any of the other books. The only one that I read was This Time Tomorrow by Emma Straub, which is right there. Oh, wow. Clicking things. This is literally so poorly filmed. But I wasn't a huge fan of This Time Tomorrow. Like, I just thought it was okay. It had a lot of potential that it didn't exactly meet. Now, the next category that I actually voted in is historical fiction, and I chose Lessons in Chemistry, which probably won't surprise you guys because I did enjoy that book so much. Oh, I didn't know that Black Cake is historical fiction. Interesting. But Carrie Soto is Back one, which is not all that surprising at all. You know, it's Taylor Jenkins Reid. She's super popular. So best fantasy, I did actually vote in this one, and I chose Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Sue Lynn Tan. I was such a fan of that book, but the winner was House of Breath and Sky by Sarah J. Maas, which once again, is it Maas or Moss? Moss. Why did I say Maas? I remember back in the old booktube days, people were trying to figure out how to pronounce her name and no one could figure it out, so everyone said something differently. And I think Maas was what people were, is it Maas? Now I'm getting confused. Oh, I can't remember how you say her name, but whatever. She's very popular, so kind of the same thing as Taylor Jenkins Reid. The next category that I actually voted in is romance, and my choice was the winner. Wait, what? Interesting. I chose Book Lovers over Every Summer After. I don't think I really meant to do that. I think I just kind of saw that Book Lovers was on there. But Emily Henry, super popular author. It kind of is like a little bit of a popularity contest, but also like it literally is because it's what book is the most popular. Anyways, Every Summer After did not win. Book Lovers won. I think I could have picked either of them, but yeah, I'm really surprised that I picked that. I don't know what I was doing. Graphic novels and comics, I think, yep, my choice won. Once again, killing it. Heartstopper Volume 4, obviously just, oh, so good, so cute. And debut novel is another one that I voted in, and my choice did not win. Oh, why did I pick so many different things? Okay. So actually, 3 of the books that I read and also were on my favorites list of the year, they are the top 3. So we have Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmis was the winner, then Daughter of the Moon Goddess, and then Every Summer After. And I could have picked any of them. Like I did say, like Lessons in Chemistry and Every Summer After were kind of my top 2 for the year, and I wasn't sure which one. So I could have picked, I had some conflicts with some of these categories. Now, the next one I voted in is young adult fiction, and my choice did not win. What did I choose? Oh, I chose I Must Betray You by Ruta Sepetys, but the winner was The Final Gambit by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, which is, I don't know if it's the final book. I think it might be the conclusion. Yes, it is the conclusion for the Inheritance Game series. That was the winner, but I don't want to finish with that series. I DNF'd the one book. Now, the final category that I voted in was Best Young Adult Fantasy and Science Fiction. Oh, I am very fascinated. So Gallant by V.E. Schwab won, but that was actually a book that people, like, from my survey said they were super disappointed in, and it was their least favorite of the year. I think what may have happened with this one was V.E. Schwab is usually what I think Victoria Schwab writes under. I'm just trying to find her other book. I can't see it from here. The Savage Song. I don't know if it's V.E. Schwab or Victoria Schwab, but if I'm remembering correctly, Victoria Schwab is usually what she writes under for YA, and V.E. Schwab is usually adult. So I think coming off of Addie LaRue, a lot of people maybe thought that this graphic novel was going to be an adult graphic novel, and it wasn't. Like, the main complaint in that survey was that it was a middle grade, and that's what it read more like. So that's very interesting. What did I vote for? Oh, I don't think I had very many like books that I had read from here, which is kind of what always happens for the fantasy and sci-fi list. But I voted for Hotel Magnifique by Emily J. Taylor, which I just thought was okay. So I'm fine with that not winning. Like, it was a good book. I just, you know, it didn't blow me away. So yeah, that's the Goodreads Choice Awards winners for 2022. I could do this as like a separate sort of Bookmas video if you guys would like to see that. I was thinking I could do it as like a vlog thing where each week, because there's 3 weeks, I would vote and talk about what I'm voting for and then like react to what's still there. I don't know if that's something that you guys would like to see in Bookmas's future, but I figured I would just kind of throw it in here for now. But anyways, I need to get to work and it's gonna be a good day. We're gonna keep this mood up. You know what time it is. You don't actually, but I'm about to tell you what time it is. It is time for me to unwrap another book. Today has been a busy day, but I also was doing some things where I could listen to my audiobook. So I finished with An Arrow to the Moon, which I will go and grab just one second. Here we go. So I really enjoyed this one. I'm not familiar with the myth that it's retelling, so it was very surprising to me in the end, but I thought this was like such a lovely modern take on a fairy tale. That's exactly what it felt like. For so much of it, I was kind of trying to guess what I was reading. I was trying to place it and see what kind of story it was, but I was having a really hard time like deciphering that. But ultimately, it didn't really matter. Like, it just read like a lovely romantic fairy tale in a modern setting. And I'm so pleased that I did actually really enjoy this one. I was really nervous just because I had enjoyed An Astonishing Color of After so much. And when I read a new book by an author that I've loved in the past, I'm always just unsure, right? Like, I don't want to be let down, and that has definitely happened before. But this was not a letdown at all. And it was a really great pick by my boyfriend. So now we have 4 books left. I still have been on that kind of like a book every 2 days is essentially what I've been doing lately. So that's why I had him wrap 7. Now we are down to the final 4. I am unsure what I want to go with next. I really don't know. I'm just gonna put them down and I can't really shuffle them. I'm trying to shuffle them on the floor, but okay. I'm gonna put them down because like one of them's a hardcover, so I can tell, like I know where it is. Oh wait, this one got stuck on tape, so I'll do this one. What a struggle. Okay, so that actually made the decision easier though. So I am going to unwrap this one, which is in the little weenie wrapping paper. And, okay. He saw the wiener dog on it. I love the fact that he paired the wiener dog wrapping paper with the book with the wiener dog on it. That is hilarious. I'm assuming that he saw the wiener dog. He may have just seen like arsenic and was like, ooh, intriguing. So we have Arsenic and Adobo by Mia P. Manansala, sorry. This is like a cozy mystery story and it does have a wiener dog, so that's obviously really exciting. Yes, I'm talking about you, Charlie. He's so confused as to what's happening over here, but this is going to be my next read and I love not knowing what I'm reading and like having them be things that he picked. This is such a fun video for me. I hope it's fun for you too, but either way, I will probably do more because I like doing it a lot. Hello friends and happy Sunday. So it's been a pretty solid reading week, but it is time to wrap up this reading vlog. So what's gonna happen is I'm going to go over all of the books that I finished this week, and then I'm also going to unwrap the 3 books that I didn't get to. So I had my boyfriend wrap 7 books and I ended up getting to 4 of them, which I'm really happy with. I think that's super solid, especially considering like how busy things have been. I am satisfied with that conclusion. Please ignore the mess behind me, by the way. It's just, we are very busy right now. But to kind of wrap up my thoughts for things, I read There's Something About Mary by Cody Hall this week. I finished it. I had started it in my last reading vlog, but I did really like this one. I thought it was super cute. Didn't quite enjoy it as much as the previous book that I had read by this author that's like in the same world. It's not necessarily a series, but you know what I mean. But it still was a super cute read, so that was solid. The first book that I unwrapped here was The Rumor Game by Danielle Clayton and Sona Chairai-Potra, and I was enjoying this one, but unfortunately it was just too triggering with me for me to continue with. There was just a certain thing that happened that I just couldn't continue with the story, so I did end up DNFing this one, but I think it was like a really solid sort of Pretty Little Liars-esque read. Just be aware there are definitely some trigger warnings to know about. After that, I unwrapped the first of the Christmas reads. So I know there's another Christmas read in here because I told him to wrap 2 Christmas books, but we have Duke Actually by Jenny Holiday. This is actually the second book in a series, but I didn't know that when I bought it, but I decided to still read it. And now I definitely am going to pick up that first book eventually because this was really cute. I enjoyed it a lot. It's a very cute, like Christmassy royal wedding read, and you're following the best woman and the man of honor, and you see them like slowly become friends, and then eventually, you know, they start to have feelings and everything. So it's kind of friends to lovers, but you also get to see them become friends, and that was a lot of fun. So I was really happy with this one. Then I unwrapped An Arrow to the Moon by Emily X.R. Pan, which I actually was such a big fan of, and I'm so glad about that because Emily X.R. Pan wrote The Astonishing Color of After, which I absolutely loved. So I was kind of nervous going into this one, but it was really good. It wasn't what I was expecting. It was definitely like a book that kind of kept my mind going, trying to place what genre it was, what was happening, but it was really a great modern fairy tale. Such a big fan of that one. And then I just finished with Arsenic and Adobo by Mia P. Manansala. It has taken me a little bit to listen to it, but I sat here for the past little bit and finished with it, and I actually enjoyed this one a lot. I had kind of heard mixed reviews for it. It was pretty hyped for a while, but then I was kind of seeing some like negative reviews, so it kind of made me a bit skeptical, especially because a cozy mystery isn't necessarily what I would normally go for, but I thought this one was a lot of fun. Loved the family, and it was just a really kind of enjoyable mystery listen. Nothing that I had to think too hard about. Like, I'm not the kind of person who's reading one of these whodunits and trying to figure out who done it. I'm just kind of going with the flow. So I found the like twist to be surprising, and I obviously love the fact that there was a wiener dog in it, which is definitely why my boyfriend picked this one. I did ask him and he confirmed that was why he picked it, but I thought this was fun. I was a big fan, so I will be getting, I know there's more books in the series, so I will be getting those, but I'm dying to see what else he wrapped for me. So let's get to this. I do know the other Christmas book that he wrapped for me, just because the pile of Christmas books was on my desk when I came back in after having him pick them, and I realized what was missing. So yeah, this is the Christmas book here, and it is All I Want for Christmas by Maggie Knox. So tomorrow I'm going to start filming the reading vlog for Bookmas Day 19, which is going to be just a festive romance reading vlog. So I will start with this one for that reading vlog for that reason, because it is something that he had wrapped. Actually, speaking of, Just Like Magic by Sarah Hogle, I've been like slowly but surely making my way through. It's just kind of taking me a little bit. All right, now let's see what is in here. This one's a hardcover. I have no clue what these other ones are. Like, as much as I did know that one, that was the only one that I knew. Okay, we have Kate in Waiting by Becky Albertalli. I'm kind of surprised that he would pick this one. It just doesn't look like what he would generally go for. I'm curious why he picked this one. But yeah, this is by Becky Albertalli, who is an author that I've loved, but this is her latest book that I haven't read, nor have I really heard all that much about this one. I feel like this one came out very quietly, which is kind of rare because this is the author of, it's not Love, Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda. It's the movie is called Love, Simon. So the fact that this one, no one was really talking about it is surprising and a little bit suspicious. I'm not sure, but I will, maybe in the new year, if you guys would be interested, I can do a reading vlog where I read these other 2 books, whatever this one is. Let me know down below, but either way, like, I am going to read these very soon because he wrapped them. But this final book here in this very noisy wrapping paper. It's very weird wrapping paper. Okay, ooh, we have Little and Lion by Brandy Colbert. I would love to know why he picked some of these. I have no idea. Like, not that he wouldn't pick these, but I'm like, why? What drew you to them? I was going to have him write notes, but when I asked him to do this wrapping, he had just gotten his third or fourth? I think fourth COVID booster, like the most recent one that has been available to people of my age. So I didn't want to ask him to do too much, but interesting. So I will read these other two books in the future. If you would like a reading vlog for that, do let me know. But I'm going to start off next week with All I Want for Christmas by Maggie Knox. And here is everything that I ended up finishing this week. So 5 books here, and I'm very happy with that. But that is going to be all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in another one tomorrow because it is Bookmas. So for Bookmas Day 13, ooh, it's a really fun one. I'm going to be doing the video that I started doing last year where I share your favorite books of the year. So you guys told me what was your favorite book that you read this year, and I'm going to be sharing that. And it's a lot of fun. I love doing that one. So thank you once again so much for watching, and I will see you in that video tomorrow. Bye!